Today, AI is everywhere. It writes articles, makes art, and occasionally gives you terrible dinner recipes. But once upon a time, artificial intelligence didn't exist, not even as an idea. Then, in the 1950s, a group of scientists built something extraordinary, the first AI program in history. It wasn't ChatGPT. It wasn't Alexa. It wasn't even something that could hold a normal conversation. But could it actually think? Let's go back to where it all began. It was 1956. Scientists gathered at Dartmouth College for what would later be known as the birth of artificial intelligence. Their goal? To create a machine that could learn like a human. Now, this wasn't just any casual brainstorming session. This was a room full of some of the greatest minds in computing. John McCarthy, Marvin Minsky, Nathaniel Rochester, and Claude Shannon, the OG architects of AI. But when it came to actually building the first AI, that honor went to Alan Newell, Herbert Simon, and Cliff Shaw. Their creation? The world's first AI program, the Logic Theorist. Sounds impressive, right? Well, don't expect anything like the Terminator. It was an AI, yes, but in the most 1950s way possible. It was a deck of punch cards containing a computer program. It was the first program designed to think, at least in a very basic way. Its job? To prove mathematical theorems, something only human mathematicians could do at the time. But here's where it gets interesting. The logic theorist didn't just copy human solutions. It actually came up with new proofs, some even better than what mathematicians had written before. It was the first glimpse into machine intelligence, where a program could outthink its human creators, at least in math. It wasn't about to write Shakespearean sonnets or file your taxes just yet. The logic theorist worked by breaking down complex problems into smaller steps. It would test different possibilities, discard the ones that didn't work, and refine its answers over time. Sound familiar? That's because this is exactly how today's AI models, like ChatGPT and AlphaGo, also function. This was groundbreaking. It proved that machines could go beyond basic arithmetic and actually reason. Of course, the logic theorist wasn't perfect. It couldn't hold a conversation, tell a joke, or understand sarcasm. Though, to be fair, neither can some people. Yes?
Hold my neural networks.
But if the logic theorist was such a breakthrough, why doesn't anyone talk about it today? Well, for one, AI research was seriously underfunded in the 1950s and 60s. Convincing governments and businesses that AI was the future was not an easy sell. And so, after its brief moment in the spotlight, the logic theorist faded into history, buried under a pile of forgotten punch cards. But while it was forgotten, its ideas lived on. AI wasn't done yet. In fact, it was just getting started. The logic theorist was just the beginning. Next time, we'll explore how AI went from solving math problems to playing games against humans, something that would change computing forever. So if you're fascinated by the wonderful history of AI, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon. Because trust me, this rabbit hole only gets deeper.